try to learn new things, and I can try to figure out what the holes in my game plan are. And so I like to see how how these different players, we see what they're good at. It's sort of like a tech skill tree, right? The Sky definitely teched into punish game.
And speaking of holes in game plans and tech skill trees, we've got two characters that definitely fit the bill pretty well. We've got Astra repping the Maypul and Concept of Death on the fleet. Shout out to Concept of Death being thing made it out to a handful of South Jersey tournaments.
Nice.
At some point, so I definitely am a fan of them. No bias. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, this matchup, man, I hear. It's like one of those things where, like, even before Fleet got nerfed, you play players who complain about this matchup. Now it's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And it's like, there's a lot that goes into that, given obviously one, the ground speed of Maypul, being able to maneuver around Fleet's aerial game and apply pressure consistently, and two, given that, like, just straight up the confirms that come out from holding the ledge, it makes it so difficult for Fleet to mix up consistently. Where again, such a fast character is putting the pressure on you so consistently. I feel like the ball is in Concept Death court to hold the advantage as long as they possibly can.
Great point. Yeah, I mean, I think that the biggest boon from Fleet in general is just stage control. You don't let your opponent get back. You reset once again, and you don't always kill off of it, but you rack up a ton of percent, and then eventually you find that like final up air or something like that to clean up the stock. But I mean, Maypul's speed does make that hard to work. But yeah, like I said, you find that final up air, and even with even DIing out, sometimes that's a little bit of a trap. They did change the angle, so it's not quite as bad as it used to be. But all right, I like that surprise tether out there.
Very good pickup there from Astra. And honestly, I love the Jules Fail pick specifically for Concept of Death, because while depending on the positioning of the platform, it'll be basically insert character here's time to play the game. With Float, Fleet can kind of just pick whatever time of match he wants, and like, okay, it's mine now. You gotta come to me. Now I own this platform. And if you're sitting under it, you gotta jump at me. If you're sitting above it, I'm gonna be carrying you to Kingdom Come. And you've got to play super patiently, as we're seeing Astra on the receiving end right now. And the side special I was just going to bring up, Fleet side special on that platform is like a death wish every single time.
Yeah, if you're not like actively sitting on the platform ready to parry it, like if you're just sent up there for attack, oh yeah, it's disastrous. And yeah, that's the other option.
The Fleet show.
We got tech in 3 times in a row. I know what to do on a tech in.
Oh yeah, exactly. Very good pickup there from Concept. Now looking to accentuate the advantage here. Nice down throw. Again, finding the mark here on that arrow. Passing it off the last second. Again, Astra's been really good at playing around the Fleet marks and passing off at the last second. We find the pickup there with Poppy. Not going to take the stock there just yet. Lily's still not going to help you close the stock, unfortunately. He's in center stage. Lily finds it again, and that's going to do it there with that down strong. Very good conversion there again. Astra finally coming to life here. I'm liking the Maypul movement right now.
Yeah, a lot of good setups here, a lot of great positional awareness for the Maypul so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I mean this is the last stock. This is where everything, it doesn't matter what happens unless you take this one.
True.
So now I'm trying to jump over the forward strong, but low end lag on the strong attacks there, and just a little bit of carrying up into space, trying to figure out how to get this damage racked up. And the floatiness of Fleet does make comboing for Maypul a lot more awkward. Obviously, with the fast followers, you get a chain of up airs, but now you have to be a lot more creative. And
a little crazy there with the F strong. Astra not going to find that one just yet. Floating here again. Concept looking to find a punish there. Playing patiently, waiting to reactive of this Fleet. Jumping around again, going to find the back end of that Nair. Now waiting patiently here at the ledge. Not gonna find anything off of that roll in just yet. Lily setting up on that Jules Rail platform, helping you out there with the mark. Find that Nair as well. There's one good conversion here on the side of Concept. Will definitely take the stock. Gotta be careful here. Oh, maybe gonna finally set you take that Lily off of the platform. Has some good damage there with that side special. Lily trying to find the opening there again, dropping down with that Nair. Just so tough to get back on the stage as Maypul is just on the money right now.
I think the next forward tilt is the guaranteed one.
Ooh!
Right there? Yep, there it is. Double forward tilt into the Nair.
Holy.
Sometimes you're just like, all right, one more. Okay, that's it. You know, and you got to keep that mark on just for those situations. You don't want to expend it too early when it's not going to kill. And just perfect awareness there by Astra. They knew exactly when the mark was going to be a guarantee and did not let it rip early. So important to keep that, because I mean, yeah, the difference between getting a stock and not is everything.
And I love how Astra played that game, played the matchup super so playing extremely reactionary. Maples can definitely get in their own head and get lost in the sauce with this character, how aggressive and how quick this character can be. Recognizing in that game early on, like, okay, Counter to Death is going crazy, setting up on those platforms again, forcing you to a lot of these gotcha situations. But like you mentioned, Jet, as long as you're ready on the platform, as long as you're ready to parry, as long as you're ready to react with shield, you're fine. So Astra's like, okay, I'll just play the whole game like that. I'll just react. I wait for this fleet to overshoot, I react. I catch you jump in, I react. You jump it, you go high there, I react to the up air. You go float there, I react. I react every single time.
Oh, and the reaction was almost perfect there to get the stock, but just a hair off on the Lily placement allows Concept to Death to come back in. That time, let a little bit early of a tether confirm go. I mean, sometimes you want to try to get the kill when your opponent hasn't been air dodging, right? They haven't been immediately air dodging out of it. Sucks when you don't hold ledge. Always a brutal spot. But yeah, I mean, great play so far from Concept to Death, though, to not quite fall to this. And yeah, Nair, no mark on there, so not enough to get the stock. Once again, we're sort of in this Marthritis percent where you have to find, all right, I guess that'll do. Bad DI in the corner on this stage only is going to get the kill on a reverse back air.
And as the game goes on, Astra's confidence coming out more and more. Accentuate these advanced hit combos. We find another up throw into an up air, off that back air as well. Waiting to cast a landing, let's see, the dash attack as well. And a parry, power shield, that get up attack. Playing super well here again, recognizing Concept Death is winding up a little bit too much. We're relying on being in the air before anything gets started. And as Maypul, you take those every day of the week. Catches the fleet landing there, the dash attack into the Nair, into the tether too. Gonna find that confirm with the second Nair. And Astra is absolutely turning up right now.
Yeah, Astra just in absolute domineering position of this game. And just, I feel like the stage counter pick was the reverse, right? It just really feels like Astra is so good at covering when there's no platform to run away to. But all right. You know, the classic. Just carry you to the corner with a Nair.
Dude, it's like it's the Yoshi conundrum of putting Maypul on a blank MS Paint document and kind of just watching him drag around and covering all the space with the paint bucket tool. And the paint bucket tool is Lily. And forward air is your best friend. There's not much to say about it. Passing off the mark there again. Nice timing there on that get up attack to avoid that. Last stock here at 100%. The one good conversion on the part of Astra. As I say that Nair into the tether Nair. Still not going to do it. Concept getting blocked out there by Lily again. Doing a fantastic job. Astra just making sure Concept cannot recover it for free here. Last hit that Satchel saving her. Wow.
You set up there to grab the ledge super sneakily and then just let it go, and now you might let the game go. Okay, no, not this time. Just the up B, strong hit gets the job done. Astra takes that up 2-0 now, looking really powerful in that game. But there's a couple things that maybe a little sus.
Sometimes it's like I said, it's very easy to get lost in the maple sauce. You know, get a little too confident in your abilities sometimes, and we saw Concept finally like picking up, like being stuck on ledge for so long. You have to rely on more of those mix-ups. Like the last interaction there with the side special was really good for catching Astra getting overzealous. It's just finding more of those, right? It's recognizing you're getting caught in the same situation over and over again. So you gotta pick new situations. Yeah, they might not be optimal for fleet on paper, but like you gotta do it. You gotta find your hits, you know, and you gotta make do.
Great back chase. See, catches the double jump out, has to be back, and catches it as hard as you basically can with a down strong. Still, Astra always catching these double jumps out of the corner, and just an incredible rinse repeat edge guard there. Started at about 50%.
Fantastic. We played from Astra yet again. Now holding the receives again. Like we see, Astra's just waiting out the aerials from shield at this point. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna knock you down. I'm gonna throw a combo. Back on the platform. I'm gonna find my good damage, and I'm gonna wait for you to react with an aerial out of shield again and again. And albeit, Fleet finds some really good diversions off of those, but like, man, if you're expecting them to come out from your opponent, then you're not gonna get hit by them. You're just sitting on the ground, anticipating them to come out. Gonna find your punishes there and forth, and suddenly you're left in percent, and you just can't find any meaningful damage right now.
Tether,
and you're gone. Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Sometimes you go for the that special where you go for like the double fair off of the tether up into the sky, and sets up a really good edge guard. But no, this time just too close to the stage to make that one work. Flips out, still should be able to come back. No down strong to cover that angle, and now for the float, expecting to tech away. And Astra just keeps getting away in these circumstances where it really seems like Opposite Death should be getting the kill. But just so patient, finds the grab once again. No follow-up off of it, but just a catch on the float, way in the sky. And a helicopter will do the trick. Up air. Alright, returns the favor, but still, I mean, a lot of work to do to come back into this one. Fleet not the best at like being a comeback character unless you find a gimp, but that really has not been what we've seen for the majority of this set here, Momo.
Easier than done on a character that is constantly putting you in the gimp positions, and albeit it's not really going to happen because you're playing Fleet. But like, dude, Astra has been like on 11 the entire set. Like even when you're like holding out, you're waiting to react to this Fleet. You're going all the way out there and not going to find the second forward air. Okay. You deserve that. Relax. I respect what you deserved it. Okay, it was.
Yeah, exactly. I respect the effort, but also, if you missed that, you just.
I'm definitely gonna take advantage of their concept of second leads on life here. Looking to find more percentage here again. Getting back to that Jill Swap platform, being put in the blender overnight. Finally gonna find the side special, like you said, Jet. The parries coming out, and validating that, and the tether to Nair, the Maypul classic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's a quick and swift 3-0 coming out from Astra.
Yeah, second 3-0 in a row. I mean, I feel like the way Astra was playing that game too, it just really felt like that was their set. You know, just every single opportunity, they took such good advantage of it, and they also had just a ton of incredible confirms. I really liked how they were playing in it, and you know, both the second and third games. Obviously, the first game was good too, but they turned it up a notch.